Okay, getting ready to do a little bit of a cleanup on the undercarriage of the 100 series here. There's your before pictures. And I just did all this to the 80. This one is, of course, these 100s aren't too bad about being wet with grease underneath. I got some grease that spins off the U-joint there, but trucks, you know, it's not horribly dirty. This has been, you know, somewhat cleaned up in the past, so there's before. I'm just going to take purple soap and get under here and just spray it down, hose it off, and then after that I'll see what all I need to go through and actually scrub off. Get my first easy stuff off and then see where I'm at. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I've got my supplies here. Got my purple power, a bucket, put in my bolts in a can here. I'll spray some degreaser on those. A little brush, plastic scraper, which I don't think I'm going to need. I just put my purple power in a little spray bottle. Got some washcloths in there and another scrubber. Thankfully, these trucks aren't typically too greasy. So on the 100 series, we're going to remove this front sleeve skid plate so we can get up in here. All right, got my purple soap. Just going to go to town here. Don't breathe it. Just going to spray the whole truck like this and do parts at a time. Okay, got my bolts soaking. Got everything up here soaking. Then I'm going to take a scrub brush and just start doing the brush here. Start hitting everything like this. Just kind of hit everything I can get my hands on or that I can reach. So I'm just do this and rinse it off. All right, got my water warmed up. Now it's time to rinse this stuff off. Does this make a huge mess in my garage? Yes, it does. Big mess. I guess it's worth it. I did have a drain, so that helps. I still use that to clean up the floor afterwards, though. At least underneath the truck. So I do have hot water, full disclosure. Not super hot, but it's something. And I do, you know, just kind of spray hard, or have the nozzle on a little bit of a jet spray. Try to get everything rinsed off here. Big mess. All right. Let's get this out here. Good time to get in the radiator. Clean those coils out a little bit. And the engine, trying not to get my phone soaked. I only rinse after I've sprayed and scrubbed. So I just let it sit on there for a long time. Some places I couldn't get into, like that little spot. But there you can still see it's kind of clean. I did spray it a lot, but I couldn't really get the spray brush in there. Yeah, I got it a little cleaner. Yeah, looks better. never seen the writing on these hoses before. So, got it pretty clean. I think I'm getting a little water on my lens. So let's regroup here. All right, get the water off the lens. Let's spray this back here. Let some of that water get out of the way and we'll see how good we did. All right, so I've done about half the truck. And now I'm going through everything with this little mitt. So I'm just gonna wipe everything like this. Go through and scrub brush just doesn't get all that. I might could have just started with this, honestly. You can play around with what method you like the most. But I'm gonna go through and just wipe down everything. That couldn't really hit with a scrub brush, little brush. Anyways, just didn't want to, these little nooks and crannies like this. You can see this all right. So I'm just kind of getting to whatever I can with my hand. Up here around the motor as much as I can. It's called detailing. Just takes a little time. Kind of you gotta like it, I guess, a little bit to do all this. But all right, we'll keep on doing that. And okay, I've got about all the degreasing done, I guess. And I didn't have to scrub a whole lot of grease on this truck, so I did end up using just like this wash mitt on a lot of the stuff, and then rinsing it all off. Still wet, so you can't really tell. There's, everything looks good wet. So when it dries, I'll go back over a few places and just with the mitt and just kind of wipe things down a little bit. When I can see what I'm really dealing with when it's dry, then I'll dress it with something. There's a little trick I do with that I'll share later, just to kind of make everything look nice and pretty. I'll hit the frame, clean, just make it look nice and dressed up. But yeah, that's the undercarriage after a few rounds of degreasing. Try to go slower here, it might be going too fast. Came out pretty good. This truck wasn't really greasy, didn't have to scrape any grease off like I did on the 80. And I definitely will have to scrape some stuff, probably on the 60. When I get around to doing that one. So when you degrease stuff, it does leave this little chalky residue left over, sometimes all over your painted surfaces underneath on the frame and everything. That's what I'm gonna go over and kind of dress, make that look nice. It won't stay forever like that, but it'll start out nice. Okay. Just gonna start cleaning this down. I've touched up a lot. This is a good time if you have an ever after you've cleaned everything. This isn't something I would do very often. This is just a every once in a while thing to do. I mean, you're just gonna get it dirty again, but you can at least get rid of the year's worth of junk every once in a while. Make it nice and clean. So you're going to get it dirty again, yeah, but this will be it'll be a lot cleaner for a lot longer. If you've taken care of all your leaks, then it's gonna look really nice for a long time. But this is a good time to go through and spray your axles with some black paint. That'll make them stay cleaner. That'll make them look better for longer. Dirt will come off of them easier. They do come the sun's kind of flared in there. It's a nice day. So I've already done this axle a while back. So you know that makes it easier to keep clean. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down, kind of like this. That'll dry and just leave it's a good cleaning agent. Sometimes gas is the only thing you can get certain things clean with. Not a big proponent of using it, but it does work really well when you need it. I don't use it often, but let's see here. This thing's gonna look great. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up when I drive it in the rain. I mean, I think this is gonna hold up pretty decent. This weed eater gas just leaves the tiniest little, just think about what goes in the weed eater gas. I mean, a little bitty thing of oil for a whole gallon. And just leaves a perfect amount of residue. It's not gonna make it collect stuff or be sticky. So I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing. Let's get this piece here. If you just use regular gas, that would just evaporate and make it probably look worse. This actually cleans up what you missed and leaves a nice finish. I mean, this is detailing your undercarriage, which who in the world would do, right? But we're doing it. All right, let's see. I'm just really hitting all the black surfaces. It just look kind of chalky from all that degreaser. So I'm gonna put the phone down and go to work. Oh, wait, let's get this one little spot right here. Okay, here's the bottom of the transmission. See all that mess right there missed. Trying to get this on camera so you can see what I'm doing. A little hard one-handed. But there we go. Okay, here's the oil pan. It's a methodical process, but rewarding. So that's what I'm doing. These things got real rough from all that degreaser. These little control arms. Doesn't take much. I mean, I just poured a little bit of this stuff on my rag, just wiping it down. So I'm gonna put the phone down so I can work a little faster.